Hi guys, welcome back to Derive. So in today's video, we're going to solve sample problem for the arithmetic progression under the subject of algebra. But before to proceed to the problem, syempre mamaya may konting recap tayo sa mga formulas, and I just want to know you that right now, nasa loob ako ng Wall Maria. Papansin nyo, walang mga scouts. Hindi, joke lang. So I just want to see lang no kung ano yung background ng favorite kong anime, which is Attack on Titan, but don't mind that, so I'm just kidding. So proceed tayo. Yun, nauna na yung definition, no? So arithmetic progression. So what is the meaning of the arithmetic progression? So it is a sequence of numbers in which the difference of any two adjacent terms is constant. So, ibig sabihin ng adjacent terms magkasunod. So, kailangan daw yung difference ng magkakasunod na number is constant. So, if we have the 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, matatawag nating arithmetic progression yon kasi constant na difference niya is 3. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. So, isa lang pumala dyan, hindi na siya maaaring matawag na progression. So, unless i-out mo siya sa series, ayun, pwede naman siyang tawaging progression. So ano-ano ba mga hinahanap sa arithmetic progression? So nth term of AP. So AP shorts for arithmetic progression. So nth term, ibig sabihin pang ilan. So, halimbawa sa sinabi ko kanina 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21. Hinahanap pang 100. Of course, you can find the 100 term manually. Pero how about bawa? Sobrang dami na. So ayun, meron tayong formula dyan. So we have the a sub n is equal to a sub 1 plus n minus 1d. So ano yung mga a na yan, ano yung n na yan, ano yung letter d na yan. So si a sub n, kung sa sample ko ng 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, etc. etc. So a sub n is yung last term. So if you are looking for the a sub 1, if you are looking for the 100 term, that was a sub 100. So this is the last term or the nth term. So a sub 1, of course, your first term, which is 3. And n is kung pang ilang term yung or kung pang ilang term yun, hinahanap. Kung hinahanap mo is 100 term, of course, this is your 100 term. 100. Minus 1, of course, yung d stands for the common difference. Kung sa series na to 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, so the difference is 3. So that will be the common difference. The difference. Okay? So ano pa? So sum of n terms of arithmetic progression. So the common question sa mga exams or sa mga problems is hanapin kung ilan ang total ng series na given. So if we have 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, we can add that 5 terms. So meron tayong sum. What if kung meron yang 100 na term? So pwede mo siyang manually na computein, pero it will take time. So we have this formula, sum of terms of arithmetic progression, that is equal to number of terms, divide mo lang yung sa 2, multiply by the sum of the first term and the nth term. Siyempre, meron din yung formula na kapag hindi given yung nth term, we have this n over 2 multiply by 2, a sub 1 plus n minus 1d. So you don't need to memorize this third formula kasi you can insert this a sub n in here. So this will become n over 2 parenthesis a sub 1 plus a sub 1 uli plus n minus 1d. So sorry for the ugly penmanship. So this will become n minus 1d. So this will become dalawang a sub 1 plus n minus 1d. So no need to memorize this. Just insert this a sub n here. So just memorize these two. And meron tayong derivation ng formula niyan. So just search on my page kung meron tayo niyan. So ayan, dalawa lang ng formula that need to be remembered, and let us proceed on the problem solving. Ayan, kuha lang ako ng ulit. Ng tinta. Sige, pwede na itong pula. Okay, so find the sum of the even integers from 2 to 1,000 inclusive. So, ayun nga, dalawa lang naman formula. So, kung hanapin natin yung sum, we have the n over 2 multiplied by the sum of the a sub 1 plus the n term. So, ang sinasabi, find the sum of the even integers from 2 to 1,000. So, we have the series 2, blah, 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 1,000. So, our common difference will become 2 kasi ang sinasabi, even integers. So, that will be 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 hanggang makarating ka sa 1,000. So, our common difference will be 2. And our last term, of course, 1,000 kasi yan yung last na sinabi. 2 to 1,000. So your last term will be 1,000. And of course, your first term will become 2. Yung 2. And of course, meron tayong a sub 1, a sub n. Ang hinahanap lang natin is n. Ibig sabihin yung number of terms. If we have the numbers from 2 to 1,000, pero ang even lang ang hinahanap. So ibig sabihin, sa 10, so sa up to 10, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So that was a 5 terms. Okay? So that will be 10 divided by 2 is equal to 5. So if this is 2 to 1,000, and that will be 1,000 divided by 2. Okay? So that will become 500. And that's it. This is a direct sub. So n is 500 divided 2 multiplied by a sub 1, 2, plus a sub n, 1,000. And your sum will be 1,002 times 250 kasi 500 divided 2. So that will be 250,500. Okay? So ayan. Sa second question tayo. If in an arithmetic progression, the common difference is 4, the n term is 31, the sum of the terms is 136. Look for or find for the first term or the number of terms. Okay, so dalawa lang naman formula. Lista muna natin kung saan tayo pwedeng magsimula. So we have the n term is a sub n is equal to a sub 1 plus n minus 1 d. And syempre yung sum is equal to n over 2 multiplied by a sub 1 plus a sub n. Kaso ang given lang natin, a sub n, s of n, and d is equal to 4. Yung second formula sana, kasi meron tayong Sn is 136, we have the a sub n is equal to 31, kaso wala naman tayong a sub 1 tsaka n. Kasi nga, yun yung hinahanap. So dito muna tayo sa first equation, baka pwede rin tayo makakuha dyan. So kung dalawang hinahanap, maybe magkakaroon tayo ng 2 equations, 2 unknowns. So ang a sub n natin is 31 is equal to a sub 1 plus n minus 1d. Syempre, unknown si n. CD is 4. So that will become, so that will become 31 is equal to a sub 1 plus 4n minus 4. And that will be 35. Pukul sa kabila si 4 is equal to a sub 1 plus 4n. So sabihin na natin in terms of a1. So that will become 35 minus 4n for our first equation. Okay, so for our second equation, we can use this Sn. Okay, so our Sn will become 136 is equal to n divide 2 times a1, of course unknown ulit, plus a sub n, which is 31. And kulang dito n and a1, pero meron tayo way back on our first equation, meron tayong a1 is equivalent to 35 minus 4n. So we can direct insert that a1 into in this, so it will become 136 is equal to n over 2 multiplied by 35 minus 4n plus 31. Okay, so that will become 136 is equal to n over 2, 35 plus 31, that is 66 minus 4n. So simplify natin. So times 2 natin agad si 136 sa 2 para mawala na si 2 sa kabila. So that will become Yan. Wala, di yung tinta ko, no? Nasaan na yan? Nasaan na yan? Yan. Teka, laging nawawala yung tinta ko. Ayun. Alam, burahin lang natin saglit. Pag ganito talaga, medyo naglalag. Yun. Ayan. So, naglalag lang konti. Okay, so that will become 136 times 2. That will become 272 is equal to n times 66, 66n, n times 4n, that will become 4n squared. So, pwede na nating convert lang sa quadratic equation. 4n squared plus 66n minus 272 equals 0. So, gawin natin, ayan, mode 5, 3 sa calculator. So, lagay natin mode, ano kasi yung mode dyan? Mode 5, kasi ang 5 mo is equation. And just select 3. Ax squared plus bx plus c is equal to 0. So put negative 4, 66, and negative 272. We're going to have two answers, which is 17/2 and 8. So ano ang pipiliin natin dyan? Siyempre, wala namang fraction kung ilang piraso, di ba? Si 17/2 kasi is 8.5. So we're going to choose the whole, no? Yung isang buo. So n is equal to 8. So meron na tayong n. Isa na lang hinahanap, which is first term. First term is equal to 35 minus 4. 35 minus 4 times 8, way back on our first equation, which is this. So 35 minus 32, so our first term will become 3. Okay, so our first term is 3. The number of terms is 8. Of course, pag minanwal mo yan, compute, so 3, 3, 7, 11, 15, 19, 23, 27, so on and so forth. Sa pang 8 term, pag pinag-add mo yan, lalabas 136. Okay, so for the final problem, lugs of about the same diameters are so arranged that the stack is approximately in the shape of an isosceles trapezoid. The number of lugs in two consecutive layers differ by 2. If there are 98 lugs in the bottom layer and the 20 lugs on the top, how many lugs are in the stack? Okay, so introducing an isosceles trapezoid. So an isosceles trapezoid, of course, yung etong leg 1 niya and leg 2 is has the same amount. Okay, so parang imagine mo yung log naka-arrange ng ganyan, o yung mga kahoy ay naka-arrange ng ganyang isosceles trapezoid. Sabi, if there are 98 logs in the bottom, okay, if there are 98 logs in the bottom, kunyari, ito yun, ito yun, ito yun, ito yun, ito yun, ito yun, ito yun. So kunyari, yan yung 98 logs. Sabi, the bottom layer and the 20 lugs on the top. So, kunyari, meron yan, meron yan, meron yan, meron yan. So, kunyari, 20 yan, no? Parang hindi na tayo mag-drawing ng 20 lugs. 20 lugs. Siyempre, makikita mo dyan, mapoproject mo yung isosceles trapezoid. Okay? Parang ganyan. At sabi, ang common difference daw is each consecutive layers are differ by 2. Ibig sabihin, si 20 dito, may 22, may 24. Bago naman si 98, may 96. So, meron yan 22, meron yan 96, parang ganon. Okay. So, how many lugs are in the stack? So, ilang lugs daw yung mabubuo sa area na to ng isosceles trapezoid arrangement ng lugs? Okay, so dalawang formula ulit. We have the a sub n is equal to a sub 1 plus n minus 1d. And we have the sum is equal to n over 2 times a sub 1 plus a sub n. Okay, so siyempre sinabi na kanina na each consecutive layers is differ by 2. Of course, the common difference is 2. And a sub 1, of course, yung pinakatuktok, we have the 20 lugs. And of course, the last term is 98 lugs. Okay, so syempre, how many logs? Of course, that was referring to sum. Okay, pwede naman natin gamitin to. We have the first term and the last term here. Kaso wala tayong number of terms. So saan natin pwedeng kunin? Of course, dito sa isang equation kasi dalawa lang naman yan. So a sub n, pwede nating sabihin a sub n is equal to 98 is equal to first term 20 plus n minus 1, which is unknown yung n. Common difference is 2. So that will be 98 minus 20 muna agad, engineer. 78 is equal to 2n minus 2. So that will become 80 is equal to 2n. So that will be n is equal to 40. So meron pa lang 40 layers. So kapag inisa-isa mo yan, lalo na't pag dinrawing mo, hindi ko alam kung kailan ka matatapos. So that's why we have these formulas, no, ng arithmetic progression. So medyo maarte tayo sa sulat. Yan. Okay, so meron na tayong n is equal to 40 layers. Lang nawala. Medyo inaano ko pa tong eraser. Ayan, so our total will become S is equal to 40 divided 2 multiply by the sum of first term, which is 20, plus n term is 98. So we have a total logs in the stock of 20 plus 98 times 40 divided 2, and there you have it. We have a total of 2,360 logs for that isosceles trapezoid arrangement. Okay, yun lang guys for this arithmetic progression. So stay tuned lagi sa mga ina-upload naming mga videos, and of course, pa-subscribe na rin kami sa aming YouTube channel, so which is nakapost sa aming page yung link. Ayun, salamat sa pakikinig guys. Salamat sa pagsama sa akin sa pag-solve ng mga problem na to, and kita-kits tayo sa ibang mga videos. So bye-bye and God bless you all.